Now 260 million years ago, there were no birds, there were no mammals, there were dinosaurs. And you are about to meet one of these living fossils, a link to those creatures from the past.
There are 27 different species of crocodilian found around the world, from alligators to gharials, from the caimans to the true crocs. They are the world's most perfect predators because they have survived challenges where so many others have failed.
But most impressive of all is Australia's apex predator. This is the animal that towers above all other species of reptile.
The saltwater crocodile grows to be the largest, most aggressive species of crocodilian found on the planet. And you're about to see one in action in the world's only Crocoseum.
While the perimeters are secure and Weaver is slowly but surely making his way out to join us. Now Steve-O designed the Crocoseum here with crystal clear water to showcase the crocodile, the animal at the top of our food chain. Today, with Weaver's help, we're going to clear up a few croc myths and teach you how to stay safe in crocodile territory.
In the wild, crocs rely on the murkiness of their water to camouflage from their prey. So we're about to reveal to you the true art of the crocodile. You're about to see for yourself how they stalk, hunt and strike.
Now, if you were to view the Crocoseum today from an aerial perspective, you would see 7 croc ponds, 1 croc for each day of the week. Weaver, he's one of the most unpredictable crocs that we have to show you, but here to take it away, we have Nick. Please make them feel welcome. It's the Australia Zoo Croc Team!
Thanks, Beck. Thanks, folks. How's everyone going? You having a good day? Yeah! That lady's having a good day, and maybe one bloke over here. Come on, you having a good day? Yeah! Awesome. Now, it is going to get a whole lot better because Weaver, I've got to be honest, he scares the pants off me. He is absolutely awesome. One of my favourite crocodiles. He's the largest croc that we have here in the Crocoseum, and he's also the newest, so he's still getting used to this environment. And with his help, we're going to show you a couple of things. Number one, just how incredible the saltwater crocodile really is, because if you listen to the media and certain politicians, they'll have you believe that the saltwater crocodile is an evil, ugly monster that's out to eat people. It could not be further from the truth. In fact, the saltwater crocodile is one of the easiest of all apex predators found around the globe to live alongside. We can live alongside these guys as long as you follow a few simple rules, and I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do in croc territory. Now, Weaver's just starting to make his way out into the Crocoseum through the canal, and you can see he's not on the surface, he's not showing himself. As far as he's concerned, this is deep, dark, murky water where you would naturally find a crocodile in the wild. But we've cleared it up so you guys can see exactly how they work. Now, up in crocodile territory, if I was doing this standing next to the water, tapping my feet, I would be in a very bad position because I would have no idea that only a few metres away was a massive saltwater crocodile. But he relies on us making a mistake. Anything coming down to the water's edge is fair game. But the biggest mistake that people make is this. They go down into the water and into his home, and some blokes think that this is an awesome spot to stand flicking your lure, but he does not show himself, still waits till the last minute, the opportune moment. Now, me tapping my feet on the bottom of the pond, you can see he is following my very footsteps. Like, he knows exactly where I am, and he's still just taking his time, coming as close as he possibly can. Now, like I said, Weaver is the newest crocodile here, so he is definitely trying to figure out a way to catch me out. Now, I don't hold that against him, he's just been a crocodile. In fact, he's one of my favourite animals. So we'll see if we can get the big fella out. Now, it's still quite cool for crocodiles anyway. This time of year, in the wild, crocs are only just starting to become active again. Being a reptile, and particularly with such an enormous amount of body mass, it takes him a very long time to really fire on all 12 cylinders. He relies on external heat sources to be able to maintain and regulate his body temperature. And during winter, he completely shuts down. So for a good 2 to 3 months of the year, he does, well, what he's doing right now. We'll try and get the big fella out. Weaver's just going to make a goose out of me today. Not that that's too hard. But crocs do like to play a game called Come Closer. I'm not going to play it today, so you guys could make an absolute fortune on YouTube if I did that. Make an awesome show for you. Would wreck my weekend. I'm going to see if I can bring him across this side of the creek. Well, that sparked my interest a little bit. Quick run, Bruce. Now, he still hasn't popped up. So he's held his breath all the way through the canal, sitting there in front of me. Now, believe it or not, he can hold his breath for up to 7 hours at a time. That's the longest breath hold of any vertebrate that we know of on the planet. Here we go. I might bring him down to the tail walk ramp. See if we can get the big fella out. He's doing an amazing job considering he's the newest croc that we have here. They're very cautious, incredibly intelligent, and he knows exactly where I am, and he wants to give himself the best opportunity to get himself a bite to eat. So we're going to do that now. We're going to bring him down to the tail walk ramp, see if we can get him doing his thing. Now, crocodiles use what we call the tail walk method from the time they hatch out of the egg. Now, believe it or not, he was only 15 centimetres long when he first hatched out of the egg, absolutely tiny. At that size, everything wants to eat him. So barramundi, other crocodiles, lizards, birds. Now, he will spend the first few years of his life hiding along the fringes of a waterway, in the reeds, and he'll be launching himself up and out of the water to catch things like frogs and insects. But he will continue to use his method to catch himself food, even when he is as large as 450 kilograms and nearly 15 feet. So he can catch things like birds flying over the top of the water, snakes, lizards hanging out of trees, but particularly up in northern Australia, you've got those melaleuca branches that are almost horizontal over the water. And flying foxes love hanging out in flowering melaleucas. So crocs know that there's a tasty little snack. Good boy, mate. He looks so much bigger from here. Now, to make crocodiles even cooler, the fact that they can hold their breath for 7 hours, they can swim nearly as fast as a dolphin. He's got the strongest jaw pressure of any animal on the planet by an enormous amount. Boy, now up to 3, yeah, give him a round of applause, isn't he awesome? Now between 3,000 and 5,000 pounds per square inch closing jaw pressure. That's more than the emergency brakes on a jumbo jet. So let that be a lesson to you when you are up in crocodile territory. You always have to be wary of that tail walking crocodile.
So croc territory is not here on the Sunshine Coast. It begins up in North Queensland, continues across the top of Australia, down to Broome in Western Australia.
Alright, we'll see if we can get this big fella out, because he is just absolutely spectacular. And we want to try and put to bed a bit of a myth, because everybody's uncle has told them they've been chased down by a crocodile and that they can pull you off the back of a Land Cruiser. Now if that's the case, I'm in some serious trouble, because I definitely can't run that fast. So what he's doing right now, this is exactly how he would set himself up in the wild. Bring those back legs forward, get a bit of a kink in his tail, and wait for the opportune moment. This is where he's playing Come Closer. Strike range, and believe it or not, you can do that in the blink of an eye. Oh, catch, mate. Give it up to Weaver. He's done an awesome job. He's coming in today. Now that was about as slow as it gets for him. He was very tentative, and being such a new environment for him, a bit cooler weather, you can understand why. I mean, that really goes to show just how cautious these creatures really are. But he can strike half of his body length in the blink of an eye, so fast and beneath the surface of the water. That's where he starts from, that if you are within that strike range where he's sitting now, you are never going to avoid the attack. But I'm only a few meters away, and all he wants to do is get back into the water, because he knows that that's where he has the advantage. Swim as fast as a dolphin, up to 28 kilometers an hour over short distances. But right now, I mean, he doesn't make that look very easy, does he? That is flat out for him on hard, solid ground. So that makes him incredibly easy to avoid. All you have to do is follow a few very simple rules when you're up in croc territory. And like I said, it's kind of the opposite of what you've seen me do today. But we've got this crystal clear water so I can see what he's doing. But you want to stay away from the edge, out of his strike range. A good 3 to 4 meters should do it. Don't overhang the water. But please, whatever you do when you're up in croc territory, do not enter the water. If you follow those few simple rules, you'll never come into conflict with one of these amazing crocodiles. Now, while Weeper's out here and you guys can see him in all his glory, we want to talk to you just quickly about, I guess, the difficult times ahead for saltwater crocodiles. And unfortunately, just recently the Queensland government has passed a bill allowing the legal harvesting of up to 5,000 crocodile eggs from the wild each year, and those eggs will be collected and taken to crocodile farms where they'll be grown, they'll be hatched out, grown up and turned into boots, bags and belts for the fashion industry, which is something that we are dead set against. These guys are still considered vulnerable here in Queensland. They're protected under the Nature Conservation Act, and we want to put a stop to this legislation. So you guys are a massive part of being able to make that happen. What we're going to do now, we're going to look up at the big screen. Bindy's going to tell you a little bit more about how you guys can get involved. At the end of this clip, there is a link for you to follow. You can sign a petition to help overturn this legislation.
Australia Zoo and its partners have conducted the longest and most comprehensive study on crocs. The harvesting of crocodile eggs is a catastrophe for crocs. Queensland's saltwater crocodiles are vulnerable in the wild. Our research indicates that crocs still need our protection. The removal of protection laws for crocodiles will destroy future generations. Join with us to protect crocs and all our native wildlife.
So please guys, jump on the website, follow that link and sign the petition and help protect these beautiful animals for another couple of 100 million years. Now, we certainly don't expect you all to leave the zoo today loving crocodiles as much as Bruce and myself. I mean, we're a little bit fanatical. We think we're the luckiest blokes on the planet. We get to work with these amazing animals every day of the week. But if you guys can leave with a greater respect and understanding for this incredible creature and the important role that it plays up in our northern waterways, that's really all we can ask. Now, Steve up on the big screen, big fella, he loved crocs with everything he had, which is of course no secret to anyone. Now, he is the one that passed all of that passion and enthusiasm onto everyone you see working at the zoo today. And we certainly hope to all of you as well. So with that in mind, we'd like to thank you for coming to the zoo today and helping us keep Steve's dream and this beautiful planet alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, please consider what we've learned here today and take a step in protecting our wildlife and our planet. This could simply be by planting a native tree in your backyard or by remembering to take your rubbish with you as you leave today.
So get out there, live a little on the wild side, and always remember,